Why is it loud again?
Is it loud?
It is to me.
That is very loud.
Bad.
Thought you were rid of me, didn't you?
No, we were hoping we weren't rid of you.
Did you say were or weren't?
I'll let you decide that.
Okay, well, if weren't, if were,
Hello, everybody in chat.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Brian.
Hi.
Welcome back to Cheeseburger in Paradise Killer.
Don't say those things. Do not make me hungry.
Sorry, Miller, but you can always get something after the stream. I mean, time flies when you're having fun.
Don't do this to me.
Miller, just don't think about pizza Texas toast wings. Gravy.
Okay, I won't think about any of those things. Because I also actively do not like gravy.
You don't like gravy? He doesn't like
Not
gravy.
like gravy.
He
Gravy.
doesn't like gravy.
Doesn't like gravy.
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 Gravy. Well, whatever, Miller. Suit yourself.
Okay, this nightmare computer controls the obelisk on the beach. There's an activation command. Activating obelisk star map.
My dad had a laptop like that.
Done. The answer to the
Okay.
second holy seal is revealed. Go to space, use the answer, see the cosmos, fear the cosmos, lust after the cosmos, embrace the cosmos, scream at the cosmos, put a gun to your head and cry at the cosmos.
Oh.
I would have expected KHX to massage that text a bit before we release version 1.0. These obelisks hold the secret to getting through the second holy seal. Normally this requires a data key. KHS crafted the obelisk and the data encryption, a man of many talents. Inserting the data key handshakes with the computer and allows the user to activate the obelisk. Good job, Starlight. Good job, Starlight could break into it. The logs show this was accessed recently by someone else.
That's weird.
Yuri. What was he doing
The
here?
investigator is here.
He connected a key and activated the obelisk.
Uh-oh.
There's something else here as
That's
well.
strange.
A remote key. An unknown device wirelessly connected to the machine, and the key was input remotely 2 days ago. From where, though? It would need to be somewhere within line of sight to the device. Whoever remotely accessed it would need to be able to see the obelisk. Somewhere near here will have a line of sight. Maybe up on the cliff behind me? The obelisk should tell me something at least.
Oh, it's the Chaos Emeralds.
It looks like this is showing me a code. The symbols are bull, bird, scholar, snake. I'd better remember that code. It must be useful somewhere.
Bull, bird, scholar, snake.
Bull,
Bake me a
bird,
delicious
scholar,
cake.
snake.
Bull, bird, scholar, snake. Hope you don't step on a rake.
See, now that just sounds like a furry version of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Jonas, are you being a jerkboat?
Yes, I am.
Are you sassing me, mister?
I've had a day. Okay. The sass
will
gauge.
tell us about it.
Okay. Well, actually, I don't really want to talk about it, but
Okay.
it's
You're like,
drama.
not while the blood's still drawing on my hands.
Just you know, drama. Family drama. You know.
Oh, the most fun kind.
Yeah. But whatever. That is the mantra of my generation. WHAT ever.
Yep.
Makes sense to
Had
me.
I had an interesting day as well. I had to pack up a bunch of my devices and stuff for my old job and try to ship them off, but they gave me one shipping label for 8 devices across 6 boxes.
Hmm.
And so I had to call in and be just like, hey, this is not going to work.
That's obnoxious.
So now they have to send me more shipping labels.
As long as they're free.
Oh, I'm
For
not
you.
paying for any of this.
I was gonna
There you
say.
go, yeah.
In fact, I'm half tempted to be like, hey, this took me like 2 hours to pack everything. I really should pay me like, $30 or something for that work.
Yep, bitches, you should ship all my stuff forever.
Tire tracks.
I heard our friend.
This cliff overlooks the obelisk and the nightmare computer. Lydia's the only one on the island with a car. Looks like this is where the remote access into the obelisk terminal was from. A nice clear line of sight. Looks like Lydia found a spot up here 2 days ago and accessed the nightmare computer that holds the secret to the second holy seal. Maybe the crime last night was set up in advance. Lydia,
No, that
Lydia.
never happens.
I expected better.
Now,
Yeah, I
what happened
know.
to anyone you find guilty in the trials?
The penalty will be death. The Syndicate takes a grave view on the mass murder of the Council.
You know what I think? People masquerade execution as justice. The death penalty is bloodless, pure and simple.
And class oppression.
Ah,
I don't like
What?
this.
The people who are generally sentenced to death are of a lower societal class. It helps the elite keep them in their place. Keeps the fear pumping through them.
do you think the death penalty is right?
You can't rehabilitate the dead.
The Idle Lands helped to rehabilitate you?
Don't test me.
I'm here working for the Syndicate, aren't I?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure doing anything to get out of exile is the same as rehabilitation. Peace! Sorry, for some reason I was reading that line ahead of what I was saying and it read wrong for some reason.
You got your tongue over your eye tooth and you couldn't see what you were saying.
There's a sketch of
those
something in
words.
the dirt.
It's
I have a bad feeling about
Been
this.
scrubbed out in a hurry. This overlooks the obelisk and the nightmare computer. Did Lydia do this? Her tire tracks are up here. Is this a sketch of what the obelisk reveal?
Ha-
Whee! Time to climb this pyramid.
Yay! The only way to travel.
ha- 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 huh.
oh, one good thing that happened today. I have this aging laptop that I haven't basically been using for anything because it can't really handle Windows 10 anymore.
Uh-huh.
So I finally went and put Ubuntu on it, and it works a lot better now.
I'm just remembering when you had that one Ubuntu-based computer that was called Ubunga.
Ubunga, yeah, that's why I named the laptop.
Ubunga.
Ubunga lives again. Ubunga.
You'll love to see it.
You bung to see it.
That's right, sure
I
do.
don't even know what this thing is.
It looks like you're on one of those, like, rooftop.
Those tanks up
dealies.
there have a fire symbol.
Oh. Well, they're for
Video
exploding.
game rules, they're cylindrical and colored red. That means a single bullet will make them explode.
This
That's
computer
true.
controls that valve. This looks like some kind of venting system for the dead zone. I guess the air is filtered so demonic corruption doesn't leak
Got
out.
it.
Opening this should send the marshals into a panic. I might be able to get into the barracks without being seen in the chaos. Ah, this is the key into the barracks then.
Nightmare computer. Nightmare computer unlocked.
Valve is venting gas from the corrupted zone below. It should set off the demonic detection systems. I'm sure the marshals will be running out of the barracks any moment now. Oh, hi, Shinji.
All those screams make me think of Armello. Go on.
Riddle me piss. What's the shape of crime, Love Dies?
The shape?
Like a metaphor or something. What shape does crime
Got
take?
it.
Some crimes are a pyramid, wide at the bottom, but the solution is a narrow point. Some crimes are an inverse pyramid, balancing precariously on a single point, with a frighteningly wide conspiracy.
You really did have a lot of time up in the Idle Lands, didn't you?
Well, I mean, they did call them the idle lands, didn't
Okay.
they?
Shadowlands do the devil's work.
So now I guess the idea is the
That's not
marshals are
responsible.
abandoning their post.
Yeah. I remember which direction it is. Whee.
Ah,
Oh, look, the marshals are here.
Yay.
If you want to live.
what the hell?
What's going
The
on?
dead zone is leaking demonic gas. The purifying system seems to have failed.
Why is he fully voiced?
Relic obtained.
Island Sequence 18. 18th Island Sequence, the erroneous timelines. Gregory Complex gave his life so that they may be switched back.
You could travel to the barracks. You definitely have enough blood crystals.
Severed arm obtained. This was someone's arm. Horrific.
Yummy!
Interesting. We just find a clue randomly under here. What is this place?
It happens like that sometimes.
Hey, you got a clue and you got lunch.
Excuse me.
Ugh.
That one, really struck me as funny somehow. Oh, Jonas.
Oh, we.
Tropical Demolition, a tropical flavored drink full of electrolytes. It used to be called Sunset Beach, but the marketing team wanted to aim it at men.
Clue and lunch.
Jonas,
What?
do not eat the evidence.
Aww.
It's Lydia Daybreak.
Video daybreak.
Hey, LD!
So who was Lydia?
I have no recollection.
Oh, voice sheet says it was me.
Okay.
Hi,
Oh yeah,
LD.
you need to update the voice sheet in a little bit, Jonas.
It was my voice sheet, but yeah.
Oh,
Still.
Still.
How's the investigation going?
Sure.
It's progressing, going through my suspect list.
It's complicated.
Am I on it? I guess I must be, right? We're all guilty until proven innocent when something like this happens.
What about getting people to the next island? Anything strange?
I'm still in charge of getting the syndicate off this island and on to the next. Some of us got moved, but the rest are stuck here until you crack this thing.
Huh?
I've done it for 23 islands without a problem. Once the council begins meditating, I started moving us all. Get a call, do a pickup, go through the gates, and on to the next island. Repeat.
The island feels bad, LD.
That's right. Let's hang out, I guess.
Let's go for a drive, LD.
Oh yeah.
What led you to the life of an assassin?
Damn it, LD.
Asking me about this now.
I was born to
We never talked about it before my exile.
What the hell are you talking about?
And now a mass murder happens and you just happen to bring it up.
I had a lot of
Don't
time
take-
to think in the Idle Lands.
Huh?
Not a lot to do up there, huh?
I missed you.
I'm glad you're back, LD.
Oh, I missed you too.
It's complicated.
I don't like to talk about it, you know? That's behind me. Being an assassin was simple. You didn't have to worry about a lot once you got good at it.
1 second. Why is the music so really loud? I have
yeah,
it
I was gonna
at
ask the same
master
thing.
volume at 2%, and it's still really freaking loud.
Jeez.
Crank the
this
volume
pro-
down to like 50. It's at 100 right now, I
I
think.
feel like this is a problem with a lot of games. You know,
Yeah.
I have the Discord screen share like at like 25%, so I don't notice the abrupt volume changes very much.
Yeah, but this one was a huge jump.
Right.
Find the target, learn the target, end the targets.
Complicated.
Love, though, that's complicated.
Love the target.
Smooch the target.
That's why I drive and paint. I always need a skill to master.
You got a new car since I've been gone.
She's pretty, ain't she? Upgraded. Got bored of the muscle car look. Masahiro offered to refit the old girl, but I wanted her to change. So here she is. Burn Parliament.
Lots of memories cruising in the old girl.
Endless summer nights, right, LD? Endless possibility. Things are simpler. Things are so messed up now.
The way of the world.
Good talk, LD.
You cool if I drop you off at the beach, LD?
Sure thing. Thanks for the ride. Now it's very quiet.
Naturally.
Yeesh.
Why does that have to be very super loud?
Good times.
Bat times.
Yeah. Volume mixer again.
It was the blessed of times. It was the blurst of times.
I love that word. Blurst.
You buying this Henry story?
The island feels bad, LD.
I hope it's him, LD. If it was one of us, the syndicate could collapse. Akiko-chan found him at the scene. He had a knife and the Vic's blood, right? That paints a pretty convincing
The
picture.
investigator is here.
Maybe it's a little too convincing.
What?
You think something else is going on, LD?
I'm worried it's too easy to buy accept the Henry story. What if someone set him up?
I don't like this.
These islands are full of power plays. What if this one, if exploiting our preconceived notion that oppressed citizens will rise up given the chance?
That's a scary thought, LD.
Did you have any problems with the council?
Nope. Me and Sammy are just living our lives, LD. We're not into the politics and scheming on the island.
Don't test me.
What about the rest of the syndicate? Anyone come to mind that has a grudge against the council?
Hell are you talking about?
This is a dark line of questioning, LD.
It's a multiple murder,
Come
Lydia.
on, LD.
If people found out I've said anything, I'll get a target on me.
You're an ex-assassin that's cooperating with the lead investigator. You'll be fine. I need your help, Lydia. I've been gone so long. Things are weird on this
The
island.
island feels bad, LD.
You're telling me. Okay. Because it's you, I've started to worry about a couple of
If you can
people.
prove it, sure.
Yuri's up to no good.
Sure.
What makes you say that?
We'll get into that later. Carmelina's the other one.
The architect? Why?
Come on, LD.
Gut feeling, LD.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
Sammy had packed up his bar, so I picked him up. It was his turn to go through the paradise gates to the next island. I took him over there, but before we can go through, they locked in response to the murder.
Will the logs at the gates confirm this?
Should do. We started the warm-up procedure, but then it shut down.
Ooh, the
What's-
investigator is here.
What's the deal with the warm-up procedure?
What's the deal with the warm-up procedure?
Oh, Seinfeld.
You can't just walk through the paradise gates. They're connected to another reality. It takes a lot of power to move between different realities, and it's a complicated procedure. The gates need some time to draw enough power in and do the calculations to get you to the next island.
How is that different to just driving around the island?
We're not hopping between realities on the island just so we can cruise.
I'm glad to be back.
Just a bit of single reality driving, huh?
I'm messing with you.
You got it. Holler at me anytime you want to go for a cruise, LD.
Let's talk about your suspicions about Carmelina.
Calm's a genius, LD.
Come on, LD.
The next island will probably be perfect. She'll have crafted a masterpiece.
Come on, LD.
You've probably heard people talking about Montserrat. He was getting paranoid. He was getting
It's
arrogant.
complicated.
He was getting down and getting funky.
For some people, honing their craft isn't enough. Others need rewards. I don't know if Montserrat was in the credit-giving frame of mind.
That's weird.
A slighted genius.
Maybe.
I have to ask about this, Lydia. Do you have a motive for killing the council?
I get it, LD. Just doing your job. Nah. Me and Sammy haven't gotten a reason to hit the syndicate
Got
like
it.
this.
You're happy here?
I'm glad you're back, LD.
As anyone can be.
Has Yuri got a motive for killing the council?
Bullshit.
He's ambitious and wants power.
Huh?
He hasn't earned it, though. Unearned power is bad news, LD.
God damn it, LD.
He used to be small time. A shitty little kid, but one day he got buff.
One day?
What?
Yeah, it was weird. Almost overnight, he became handsome, got six-pack abs, and started to be
If you
charming.
can prove it, sure.
His charm's fake, though. He's trying to get his own way all the time. Be careful with him. He's been trying to push his own agenda on the council, but it's never gone well. Montserrat was fixed on his plan. Yuri wasn't going to push him around. I got a bad feeling about him a while back. He pulled some records from the Moon database. Here, take them. Try asking Sammy as well. People get loose-lipped in a bar.
It's complicated.
Eddie has something I think we should discuss.
What can you tell me about Yuri and what he was doing last
Good
night?
talk, LD.
I was talking with him all night. He was my handler for the pickups.
Pickups?
I'm glad you're back, LD.
You know, LD, the move to the next island. The islands exist in separate pockets of reality, so we can't just hop on a boat trip over there. We have to go through the paradise gates. Get our trans-dimensional travel on. Masahiro
everybody
Heavy
knows
Industries built this car to do it. It's the only thing on the island that can go through the gates, and I'm the ferry woman. On the night an island ends, I wait for syndicate members to report to Yuri that they're done with their duties. Yuri calls me and arranges a pickup. I grab him and take it to the gates on the new island.
The investigator is here.
You were in contact with him all night?
Come on, LD.
Well, there was a time when I couldn't contact him. When we got to the Paradise Gates, I checked in with him to confirm the warm-up sequence started, but I couldn't get through to him.
Any idea why? Is it unusual?
Damn it, LD?
It has happened a couple times before. The reality folding drive sometimes causes it. Just odd that it happened last night of all nights.
I checked his phone records at the comms tower. His phone went dark last night.
The island feels bad, LD.
Think he was up to something?
It's one of the possible truths.
It's complicated.
LD, I think I have something we should discuss.
Yeah, we have a ton of things to discuss. What do you know about the second seal?
It's a secret, LD. Never been through that big door in the council building.
What are your tire tracks doing up on the cliff overlooking the obelisks?
Weird.
Why do you want to know, LD?
They hold the secret to the second holy seal, and I found the tire tracks putting you there.
Good talk, LD.
LD, I go all over the island. It's a nice view up there.
So you didn't go there to access the obelisks?
Nope.
Know anything about a
Sword
wireless
and
remote
sticking
access
to
from
it.
the cliff where your tire tracks are?
What are you talking about, LD?
Why would I know about that,
Sure.
LD?
Bunch of evidence is stacking up.
Huh?
You mean a bunch of coincidences and circumstantial
Don't
evidence?
test me.
Coincidences don't exist, and circumstantial evidence is often just missing an extra bit of context.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, why don't you come at me when you've got that context instead of this bullshit?
You often like to dress up in space helmets.
What are you talking about,
That's it.
LD?
I found a space helmet that smells of your perfume.
What?
A space helmet? Why is that on the island?
You need one to get through the second holy seal. Did you use it to go through the seal?
I've never seen a space helmet. Never mind wore one.
Crime is repulsive.
And why does it smell of your perfume?
The island feels bad, LD.
No idea, LD. Did someone planted it as evidence?
You said your perfume is a unique blend only you know the recipe for. How could someone else have planted it?
Sorry, I can't help you, LD.
It's complicated.
I have something I think we should discuss.
And is that something murder?
What do you know about KHX's disappearance?
Haven't seen him in a while, LD. Was hoping he'd turn up on my list of pickups last night. I thought he was just taking some time out, but he'd be ready to go to the next
It's
island.
complicated.
I guess something bad happened. Have you poked around his place on the mountain?
Did you see the Grand Marshal last
Good
night?
talk, LD.
Sorry, LD. I didn't see Akiko-chan. Have you asked her about it?
Did you see Crimson last night?
Huh?
Have you asked her herself, LD? I didn't see her last night.
Did you see the doctor last night?
DJ said he was in his clinic all night. Have you asked him?
Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night?
Why?
For real, LD? You need to speak to Akiko.
Did you see Witness to the End last night?
He's usually in his apartment. I heard Cam went there to see him, though.
What do you know about the escape last night?
You read the report, LD? That's all I know. You'd have to ask Akiko-chan yourself.
What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago?
Henry caused the demons to corrupt this island, LD. You seen the Dead Zone? It's a nightmare rift we're not allowed into. If you're looking for more answers, try in there.
So, do you have something you want to tell the
Come on,
investigator?
LD.
This is a sensitive subject, LD.
For who?
It's about someone on the island, but it might be something you don't want to hear about.
I'm an investigator. The truth doesn't care about feelings.
It's about
know-
our son. Sorry, go on.
You know, I told you that Yuri suddenly got ripped overnight. He became a new person. What if it was a god that did this?
You mean a blessing?
If you can prove it, sure.
Deception.
That's dangerous talk.
The goddess Enchanted Blue bestows physical gifts in return for devotion.
Come on, LD.
Deception by a god is a crime. I don't want to just accuse
I have
him.
a bad feeling about
What makes you so
this.
sure?
He's been going on and on about retrieving her body. She's dormant in the Sahara Caverns in the real world. Yuri wants the council to authorize an op to go and get her.
That's suicide. Enchanted Blue is guarded by elite custodians.
I know. There's no way Montserrat would let it happen. I think that's why he's been pushing to get on the council.
He's been deceived. Would he really kill the council? He's not going to be on the new council.
It's complicated.
What if he doesn't stop until he is?
I'll keep your suspicion secret, but I'll look into it. Thanks, Lydia.
I mean, you know what they say, murder's like potato chips. Once you start.
May your spectre gaze upon a star.
And may you reach the moon.
Fast travel unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Symbol of a kiss, starlight skin. The kiss, while the many-eyed goat watches, is the most romantic of kisses.
Oh, yeah. If I had a nickel for every time I've said that.
If you want to live, stay
Truly, the
back.
correct reason to summon a demon is just have them be your voyeur.
There are worse reasons. Burp. Excuse me.
Relic obtained.
Grubby skimming runes. An old superstition says that skimming rune stones into the sea is a way to ease the consequences of your actions. I don't even have a blood vial. I don't know how else I would get into the barracks.
So Ash Tree asked earlier, so how is Paradise Killer?
It's fascinating. This is such an unusual setting.
Again, I can't express how pleased I am with a game like this that has a very sort of eclectic and weird and random aesthetic to it, and a lot of little pieces there here and there, and yet the stuff that matters in the story is much more, like, cohesive and works together and, like, is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many games I think that want to go for this kind of aesthetic, but then that permeates the core story too much, and it just becomes incomprehensible.
Nah, I get you.
Sure. That's strange. What the hell?
Feels like it could double jump.
Jump unlocked.
Sure.
There, now I have a double jump.
Yay.
First crystal obtained. First crystal obtained.
Fissure, an obscure galaxy inhabited by a race of psychic lizard people.
We've all been there.
Ha.
The birthplace of the gods, a hellish maelstrom of frighteningly antique space.
Frighteningly antique space is how I'm going to describe my house if I ever list it. Alternatively,
Scene investigation.
it's a phrase I'd be searching for in a house were I to buy, too.
Vampiric murder report, a confidential report about victims of vampiric attacks. This is a classified report about vampiric murders on the island.
Oh,
5 victims killed by what appeared to be a vampire.
got it.
The last victim was found on a beach and was the only one to have any trace of the perpetrator's saliva on
The
them.
truth is
The perp was
revealed.
ID'd and arrested by the marshals, a
The
citizen.
investigator is here.
The cause of vampirism was unknown. There, now we have proof of vampires.
The cause of vampirism was Dracula's.
The gods formed an elite guard retinue with these creatures from Mars. They are fiercely loyal and revered just as much as the gods themselves.
Key item obtained.
Lost Pain. He escaped to the moon's dark side during the Great Betrayal. He is trying to drain the moon's power to complete his resurrection. We need to deal with him before that happens. Hi, Shinji.
How would you do it?
Do what?
Murder the council, kill paradise, you know, all that.
Gun, knife. A gun.
A gun?
Yeah, just walk in, bullet in each head.
Wow, you're messed up.
You asked.
Whatever. Laters. Crazy bitch.
If there were 2 guys on the moon,
God dying from sadness is a sentient rock that drifted into Earth in the cosmic wake of the other gods. A renowned despair philosopher.
I'm being asked what my alibi was.
Vile embraced journeyed across the stars to find a new races to vivisect. A carnal god whose followers engage in extreme sex.
Wait, I'm sorry, what now?
That was Vile Embrace.
They're, oh god, what's the book? What's the book about the guy who goes to Mars and then becomes a cult leader?
Stranger in a Strange Land? No, that he
Yes,
comes from Mars.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he goes
That
to
one.
Mars because he's from Earth originally. Okay. Okay, Leader Montserrat, may the silent goat always walk with you. The last time I saw Montserrat was when I was exiled 3 million days ago.
Ooh, flashback to her exile.
Ah, somebody needs to be Montserrat.
All right. Whoever's keeping track of the voices, whether it's Jonas or Miller.
Yeah, what's up?
Also, Jonas, you're muted. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, was I muted?
Yes.
Shit.
Yes. You know what? Actually, Jonas, you have. It's probably overdue for your turn. Why don't you be this guy?
All right. The crime you committed is severe. Your actions could have ended the syndicate. You let yourself be deceived by damned harmony. The god used you to enact a plot against us, threatening our holy mission and endangering the rest of the holy cosmic pantheon. I cannot believe you, of all people, let this happen. It breaks my heart. You served us so well and for so long. Do you have anything to say?
Those deceived by gods are victims, not criminals.
Victims?
I did not willingly embrace damned harmony. Gods deceive you by manipulating your psyche.
They can only do that if they find a weakness. You should have no weakness. You are the head of the Paradise Psycho Unit. You are supposed to protect us against these dangers. You failed us. Your sentence is exile. You will be sent to the Idle Lands for the rest of your eternal life. The Paradise Psycho Unit will be disbanded. Goodbye, Lady Lovedeyes. We will never meet again.
Well, he was right about that.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
To see Carmelina.
Is anyone voicing the Marshal Guard?
Is he expecting you?
I have a bad feeling
I'd
about
hope
this.
so. She should know the investigator is on the island.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14 has already had the suspect in custody. The crime is solved.
Let's not do this. Just take me to see Carmelina.
Whatever, freak.
Whatever, freak.
waits in
She
the
waits
throne.
in the throne room.
Architect Carmelina Silence.
Lady
I got
Love
trash.
dies.
Now we are talking to Carmelina.
I think it's my turn.
It's
now?
probably Miller's turn.
Alright.
Lady Love
The
dies.
investigator is here.
Architect Carmelina.
Carmelina Silence.
Architect of the island sequences, born to Romeo and Natasha Silence on the 4th island sequence, under the sign of Blood Dancer. Her parents were skilled island architects and taught her how to weave psychic will into structure. Carmelina has since become a genius architect and will soon achieve the perfect island. Romeo Silence was seduced by the god Cosmic Deceit and committed treason against the syndicate. As part of his punishment, no member of the Silence family would ever be allowed on the council. Her mother was killed fighting to protect the council during the demonic invasion on the 9th island sequence.
Investigation freak.
Exile wasn't permanent for the investigation freak or her little computer.
Sure.
If the syndicate needs me, I answer.
What?
This is the worst crime in our history. Leader Montserrat and the entire council have been taken from us. Losing Montserrat to an act of savagery is a loss all of us in the syndicate will struggle to overcome.
Crime is repulsive.
I will make sure they're avenged.
Do your job.
Your sentiment is superfluous. The killer has already been apprehended by the Grand Marshal.
Has he though?
Is this a fact or a truth?
Is that the same Grand Marshal that allowed the alleged killer to escape?
It is cowardly to insinuate, investigator.
Don't sling accusations around on your first day out of prison.
Is it really my first day? It sure seems like it's been like 5 at least, 6.
What the hell?
Why did Judge choose you to assume the role of leader?
We have achieved perfection.
Temporary, leader. Don't forget that.
Craft is its own reward.
The law still stands. I am a servant, not a leader. The sins of my father still bind
I
me.
don't like this.
That's what I don't get. Your father's punishment still stands. You shouldn't be on the throne.
We have achieved perfection.
You're out of the loop. The next island will be perfect. And I'm the architect. I will see us to the new island and then step inside.
Any guarantee of that?
I am the leader.
Law is law. The leader cannot overturn it without unanimous council backing. The marshals work for the council, not the leader. They will ensure the law is carried out.
Craft is its own reward.
I am an artist, a craftswoman. I have no desire to manage and administrate. These concrete halls are vessels for bureaucracy, not art.
I am the leader.
I hope you can close this incident quickly. This island wants to die. Perfect 25 is coming. The murderer is in custody.
Crime is repulsive.
Alleged murderer.
Do your job.
Do not ignore the evidence to find a truth that isn't there.
I'm here to hunt the truths that haunt this island, no matter which truth you may cling to.
Believe what you want.
Believe what you want.
Can I help you with anything?
Investigator?
Crime cannot hide.
Can you think of anyone that would want to strike against the council?
Believe what you want.
Asking such a thing is dreadful, investigator. The prime suspect is behind bars and needs to be executed.
This is nonsense.
All of us are loyal members of the syndicate. I can't think of anyone that would commit a crime like this.
Don't test me.
What about yourself? Would you have any reason to commit murder?
How dare you?
Absolutely not. How dare you, investigator?
Don't test me.
Is there anyone that can think of a reason for you?
I beg your pardon?
I'm beginning to think Judge made a mistake bringing you back.
Architect, what do you know about the crime last night?
Only what we were told by the Grand Marshal in the crisis meeting.
How dare you?
Henry broke free and murdered the
That's
council.
strange.
Why would a citizen have enough motive and ability to kill the council, breaching all of the holy seals?
What?
That's not for me to question. I'm surprised there's any question at
Sure.
all.
So you believe he did it?
Do your job.
Of course. And so should you. You're a disgrace. Finish this quickly and maybe the next council will look favorably on you.
Do you feel you aren't being rewarded for your hard work, Architect?
What?
What do you mean by that?
I have heard that there is a suspicion that you feel aggrieved by all your hard work building the islands not being rewarded with a seat on the council.
Craft is its own reward.
I do not require a reward for my craft. Craft is its own reward.
This is nonsense.
Are you trying to build a motive for
I
me?
was born to investigate.
That's my job.
You're going down the wrong path. Titles and power aren't my desires.
Where?
Where were you last night?
We have achieved perfection.
Visiting witness. His role is to oversee the end of an island. The last moments are best enjoyed with an old friend.
Do you often visit witness?
Not in recent times. Our paths diverged.
That's strange.
Then why last night?
For so long he has been integral to my art. Every island has failed, and he has borne witness to the end of each one. This may be the last time an island ends. If Island 25 is perfect, there will be no more endings to watch.
Craft is its own reward.
I wanted to say goodbye to old art.
Got it.
What time did you arrive?
About 9 p.m. The logs on his apartment should be able to confirm that.
Sure.
I'll make sure I check them.
Investigator.
I'll save you a question as well. I left when Judge summoned us for a crisis meeting sometime after midnight.
Sure.
Are you sure you were with witness all night?
We have achieved perfection.
Yes, all night.
And you didn't leave him for a moment?
Investigator.
Do you have something you wish to ask, investigator?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Mine is repulsive.
What about when Akiko called him? Didn't he leave the room?
He did leave the room to take the call on his balcony. People leave the room for other reasons as well.
Do your job.
Do you wish for me to recall each time either of us went to the bathroom?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, it would be helpful.
Also, that establishes that you guys do use the bathroom. Yeah.
Did witness look like he was in pain when the council were murdered?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know about his illness? Witness suffers greatly whenever someone dies on these islands, be they citizen or syndicate member. Last night he doubled over in pain, breathless in agony. He suffers so much when there is a death.
How was witness last night? Anything strange?
Do your job.
He wasn't happy I was there. He seemed agitated.
That's weird.
How did this behavior manifest?
His mask lets you see more than he thinks it does. Surprise, confusion, worry.
Sure.
Do you think he was involved with the murder?
That's not for me to say. I'm just trying to be helpful.
Did you see Yuri last night?
How dare you?
He is my secretary investigator. It would be strange were I not to see him.
So that was before you went to witness's apartment.
Yes, we concluded our business for the day, and he left to deal with the fairy woman from the celebratory gardens.
What do you know about KHX's disappearance?
It's a mystery. I do hope nothing bad has happened to him. We always enjoyed talking.
When did you last see him?
A couple of weeks ago, my schedule became hectic as we closed down the island.
Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
Craft is its own reward.
While I was with Witness, he got a call from Akiko. You should ask him about it.
Thank you, Architect. Witness said the same thing. Did you see Crimson last night?
We have achieved perfection.
I didn't see Miss Acid last night. She's probably in her little den. Go and speak to her.
Did you see the doctor last night?
Craft is its own reward.
I didn't. At the crisis meeting, he said he was in his clinic.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night?
How dare you?
Sure, you've spoken to the Grand Marshal about what he did?
Did you see Lydia and Sam last night?
You need to speak to Yuri, investigator. He was Lydia's handler last night.
What do you know about the escape last night?
You should speak to the Grand Marshal, investigator. She was there and has a report waiting for you.
What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago?
I'm not sure what help I can be. Henry was possessed and allowed demons onto our precious island. My hard work was destroyed. The death zone is a reminder of his crime.
What do you know about the second Holy Seal?
It's one of the big mysteries, isn't it, investigator?
You're the architect and you don't know?
Security. It's the only bit of the island I don't design.
We have achieved perfection.
It is better for the council to design their security and keep the secret to themselves.
That didn't seem to work out for them.
What are you talking about? That's perfectly fine.
Can I ask you something, architect?
I'm glad to be back.
What's your dog's name?
Platinum.
Oh,
When did you get him?
Craft is its own reward.
This island a few years ago. During an abduction operation, a stray followed the marshals back.
Have you enjoyed having him?
I beg your pardon?
Of course. What a strange question.
Can I pet him?
If you must.
Who's a good boy? Are you a good boy? Can you help me sniff out the
Can I
murderer?
help you with anything?
Yay, we pet the dog.
You can pet the dog in Paradise Killer.
May the silent goat walk with you.
And may you reach the moon. Don't even need to see the subtitle for that one. The second part's always the same.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Ashley says, I guess that technically counts. How else would you pet a dog in a VN game?
Just have special cutscene for it.
Plus crystal obtained.
Why not?
Note to self, make sure we have pet
Crash.
friends button in Dogman game, so at any time you can just pet your friends.
I approve of this. Who's a good friend? Hey,
Ashley
Jonas,
says
let me
it
pet
needs
you.
its own cutaway art.
Damned harmony, the god that deceived me. That crime landed me in exile and cost me my career and husband. This is my chance to right the wrongs.
Who was her husband? Did we know that?
Yeah, he hasn't mentioned it a lot, but Goddess
But
Blood
who was
Dancer.
he?
I don't remember.
Hmm.
Goddess Blood Dancer. She gifted technology to many races and is an astral engineer without equal. She has no interest in ethics, and her experiments have caused genocides across entire planets.
Yeah, I think we've heard of her before.
I want to cry floods of unending tears. Painted by Lady of Daybreak. Okay. Going up again. Hi, Shinji.
The bird. What's up with the birds on this island.
Paradise feels wrong.
The island is waiting to die. Our reality is broken.
That makes the birds fly backwards? That's messed up. Can't say I'm a fan.
What the hell?
A fan of what?
This whole pocket of reality you got going
I
on.
don't like this.
Thanks for your input.
Always a pleasure.
Is Jonas muted again?
He is muted.
Wait, was I?
Yeah,
Been
you
muted for a
keep getting
while.
muted somehow. Anytime you're super quiet for a while, I'm like, is he muted again?
I had to take a call, and then I forgot to unmute myself.
Scene investigation.
Library Vault Records. This terminal shows the records of who accessed the library vault. The vault includes rare or forbidden books, mostly from before the Great Betrayal in our prehistory or from dreadful cultures on terrifying planets. The most dangerous books in here are grimoires on demonology. The harrowing tome, Dressed in Red, is a particularly dangerous and forbidden text. According to the records, a number of people accessed the vault over the course of the island, but the name that stands out is Yuri Knight. What was he doing in the vault? He accessed it several times, but mostly about 10 years ago.
Oh.
The Verses of Crying Grudge. A handwritten book about Crying Grudge. The god was captured by the Persian army during the Great Betrayal. The near-dead god was paraded around the country and displayed above the palace in Shushastra Zero. The tears of the god fertilized the ground and the city became a sea of lilies. The Syndicate rescued Crying Grudge and burned the city to the ground. The weakened god slumbers in a holy pyramid on each island, slowly regaining his strength. Chronicle of Silent Goat, a tome detailing the first god to speak to us, Silent Goat, known as a Holy Catalyst or the First. During the Great Betrayal, he was captured outside Mahoda Ending in India and tortured in the Crystal Caves. He gifted the Syndicate his dying power, allowing us to start the island sequences. Syndicate Library, all of history recorded, especially the parts struck from history of the real world. Henry's possession a decade ago is worth looking into. It's not unusual for a citizen to try communing with the gods, but if someone wanted a scapegoat, there are books in there that would help. The Restricted Vault contains ancient texts, forbidden grimoires, and harrowing cosmic secrets. Some of those forbidden grimoires deal in demonology, performing rituals and summonings. All the good stuff for a curious mind looking to break the law. The library records show that Yuri accessed the Restricted Vault multiple times over the years. None of the dates Yuri accessed the Restricted Vault stand out, except a cluster of visits a decade ago. Henry caused a demonic invasion a decade ago by performing an illegal ritual. Did he get that ritual from one of these tomes? Henry said that a stranger gave him books on demonology. Is that a coincidence, or was Yuri up to no good?
Oh, Yuri, what are you doing, boy?
He's like, there's a perfectly rational explanation for this, and then he just books it.
Yeah.
Adrian says it's that Minecraft server full of banned books. Is there a thing like that?
Oh, did you not know about? Okay, so like, it's a way that some people in some countries that are particularly censorship happy had found to get around some of the censorship in their countries. They created a Minecraft-like Library of Alexandria that's full of nothing but banned books and materials.
Hold on a second. I need to just understand this. You can have books in Minecraft? Complete books?
Well,
Apparently.
yeah, you can have books in Minecraft, like it's just leather and paper, you craft it together, you get a book, but usually
There we
it's
go.
the thing that you write yourself and it's like 5 pages long.
Key item
I assume that
upgraded.
someone found a way to import the like plain text of an actual book and then import it into Minecraft as a book object.
I mean, I would assume, I would hate to think anyone was transcribing those by hand.
That
Whoa.
would be awful.
No.
I was trying to picture, like, how do you do it? Do you do it, like... I mean, you know, because I that game looks like it's just, like, blocky pixels. You know, I wouldn't have expected, like...
And
Let
yeah,
They have this
ability.
whole enchanting system in the game and it interacts with the books. Like if you build a library near your enchanting table, it gets more powerful.
and I was gonna mention, yeah, it's just blocky stuff, and yet there's an entire subgenre of porn around Minecraft.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
boy.
Don't. Nope, don't.
I guess I shouldn't be shocked.
Blood crystal of the
But I am anyway. Shame on you, Gen Z. Shame on you.
fast travel unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Forbidden City Starlight Scan. A city that was sealed off. Knowing the reason was outlawed. The resistance was crushed.
I'm Adrian's like Stoker. I've seen some shit.
This is the murder weapon Henry was found with. Looks like a combat knife. Clean blade, but covered in blood. Starlight can run the blood.
The investigator is here.
All of the blood on here is from council members. There are 2 other blood samples here. Presumably from the dead marshals up ahead.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
The missing piece where Henry was found by the marshals. Akiko claims he broke free at 2352 and was found at 0003. Starlight can crunch the numbers.
Nanny, the hell?
I love when she says that.
Nani the fuck? The distance
I
and
wish
times
she
don't
would say
match.
that.
The distance and times don't match up. He couldn't have broken free, made it to the penthouse, breached all 4 holy seals, killed the council, and have gone back to the penthouse entrance to be found in the time Akiko claims.
It's a conspiracy. They all did it.
First holy seal protecting the council buildings, a pair of 2 high-ranking martial guards.
Crime is repulsive.
They were killed last night by whoever breached the council building. Time to find some evidence.
Scene investigation.
Killed with a blade. There are ragged gashes across the throats of each soldier. The cuts were done with a blade, but not a perfect one. Nicks or damage on the blade probably caused the messy cuts.
Didn't she just say the knife was a clean blade?
Mm-hmm.
Or like a clean edge?
Symbol drawn in blood. There are symbols drawn in the blood. They are demonic glyphs from a cosmic language I don't recognize. These are martial guards that form the first of the holy seals. High-ranking marshals that were supposed to shield the council from attack.
Sure.
They were in someone's way. Okay, let's run the blood.
What the hell?
Is this right? These aren't
The
marshals.
facts and the truth are not the
I
same.
don't know who they are, but this blood doesn't match the ones on record for the marshals assigned to guard duty.
What the hell?
What the hell is going on? Have they been body swapped? Is Starlight wrong? This blood matches the blood on the knife. So either this knife was used, or it's been set up to look like it was.
I don't like this.
They both had their throats cut. The lacerations are
I
ragged.
need to investigate
It's
this.
probably done with a damaged blade.
Got it.
There are marks drawn in the blood.
Analyzing.
Got it.
The blood matches the blood of the dead bodies. Looks like they've been daubed with a finger.
The investigator is here.
Maybe some kind of ritualistic marking.
Is this a fact?
Henry
or
has
truth?
demonic symbols burned into his skin as a result of his possession. This could indicate he was here.
Who killed the holy
Dun
symbol?
dun 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 dun! So, who killed the marshals? That apparently are not actually the marshals.
It's a mighty good question.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing that even I would be like, Nani the fuck?
Relic obtained.
Grotesque pyramid charms obtained. 3 holy pyramid charms. The gods, the syndicate, the citizens.
And Knuckles.
Wait, is that Thunder?
Yes, that's Thunder.
Oh, is that you? Okay.
Yes, I am the Thunder.
Thank you.
Are you doing the storm we had earlier?
Probably.
Making your way over to Louisiana?
Skins obtained.
Making my way downtown.
Blazing
Good,
sunset
yeah.
starlight skin obtained. When the sunset occurs, some people immolate themselves, believing that the sun is a god that may eventually disappear. They're wrong. She will never disappear.
Wow.
You know what? I have a plan, though. I have a plan to defeat the sun. You know what my plan is? I command an army of tigers.
I had a feeling it was going there.
Dude, are they like hot tiger dudes with like bandanas and like, you know, like abs and
Jonas, of course they're hot tigers. They're in the sun.
Have you ever heard of that song, Jonas?
what song?
I believe it's called I Command an Army of Tigers.
It's Shinji.
No. Oh.
You ever been to space, Loved Eyes?
The investigator is here.
I always wanted to. I hear the moon's nice and quiet.
Well, strap in. Beyond that door is
Got it.
space.
Is that a metaphor or something?
Nah, just hardcore space. None of that softcore stuff. This is the second holy seal. It's a rock floating through space. You know, the cosmos?
The second holy seal is behind that door.
Are you even listening? Yeah, one of the safeguards that the killer got through. You gotta find the solution to the puzzle on the plateau to get to the rest of the building.
How?
How do you know about the second seal?
Space has a stench. It's full of cosmic horror and existential nightmares and all the lusts and desires of humans. It can have a smell.
Sticky space.
And the puzzle?
I came to this island through a psychic corridor in space. I got a feel for these things.
Nanny the hell?
You could just solve the puzzle without any hints.
Sure, why not? Imagine you put a rock in an empty drink can. You could turn the can, feel the rock move. You could shake it and feel it. You learn how the rock moves, and without seeing it, you can work out how to get it out of the opening, right? It's like that, but the rock is a dumb puzzle designed by someone who thinks they're more clever than they are, and the can is space.
So I can just feel my way through it.
No, you aren't attuned. You're not from space. You can't feel the rock or the can. Speaking of cans, have I ever said...
How am I supposed to get through the puzzle then?
Are you kidding me? You're the investigation freak, aren't you? That's what everyone says, right? Investigate!
Do you think there's anyone else on the island that knows about this seal?
Someone that knows about space. The prime suspect is that Henry guy, right? If he got through here, it might be because of the demon inside him feeling its way through it.
How?
How likely is that?
Hell, I don't know. How unlikely is anything? If you're asking me to place a bet on it, I'd say it's good odds a demon that came here on a psychic pathway could find their way through.
Oh.
Like you?
Yeah, like me. But, and this is key, you need to be one that has the strength. I'm too weak. Henry's demon has got the host, though.
How?
How could Henry survive on a rock in space?
With great difficulty, I'd say. The demon inside him probably kept his body together, stopped his organs being sucked out his ears.
Oh, Shinji has provided testimony. He is going to be relevant to this case, then.
Honestly, he's the character in this game that makes the most sense.
Is there anything you demons can't do?
That demon's a ball of the angriest psychic energy I've ever seen. You get someone angry enough, and they can do anything.
Including keeping someone alive in space.
Why not? Stop being sarcastic. The hell do you know about
Got
demons?
I ran the Paradise Psycho unit.
And where's that now?
Sorry.
Oh, so sorry there. That's what I thought. By the way, I got a present for you. You're gonna need some help if you're going to
That's
space.
strange.
A space helmet?
Figured you want to breathe and keep your insides in your body.
Where?
Where'd you get this?
I was poking around here this morning. It was behind one of the planters. Looks like someone dumped it.
Sure.
Meaning someone had used it to go through the seal.
Why are you asking me? Get your investigation freak on. I added some heart stickers to it. It makes it yours, don't you think?
Which planter did you find it behind?
The one with the statue. Never mind that. Focus on the big picture. You're about to go to space.
Have you been in there?
Are you listening? My body's too frail. I'm too weak to leave the island.
Sure.
Aren't you worried about what happens when this island ends?
How I'll blink out of existence? If I spend all my time worrying about trivial shit like that, I'd have no time to think about us.
Us?
And trust me, I think about us a lot. Yeah, maybe after you've saved this stuff, you and I can take a long walk on the beach
like
before.
this.
Let's talk about this another time, Shinji. And by another time, I mean not in this lifetime.
Whatever. Broad.
Customized space helmet obtained. It has seen better days and is an old model, but allows the wearer to traverse space.
Oh, that Shinji.
Oh, that's Shinji. I guess okay, so if Henry did the ritual that brought his demon here, who did a ritual that brought Shinji here, or is it just like because
He
the
said he
dead
just...
zone...
Yeah, it's because it was already open. That's the reason that the island needs to be destroyed, is because the pathway's already been open.
Okay, so demons can just trickle through sometimes.
Yeah. That's how he got here.
Those crystals obtained.
Shinji just happens to be a fairly capricious and not all that malevolent one.
Well, so far as we know.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, so far as we know.
Shinji's so desperate to not get in the robot, he went to space instead.
Yeah. I'm fairly convinced Shinji's going to be like some sort of antagonist later on.
Well, I want to know if he's dateable.
Yes, Stoker, you can pet the dog.
Haunting sculpture obtained. A sculpture that shows up on every island. No one knows where it comes from or whether to fear it or not.
Ashley says he did just trying to get to Love Die's pants, but I think she chose the line demons. He didn't say anything about that. He suggested something more romantic. He's like, let's take a walk on the beach together.
Yeah. He's a poet, okay? He's a gentle soul.
Yeah,
It's the doctor that is like every time he's tried to flirt with her has made it sexual. The only difference is that she's recompensed those compliments.
That's right.
Sure.
This is a maintenance hatch for the council building.
That's weird.
Looks like it has been opened. The anti-tamper seals are cut and the grate has been pried open. You need a thin tool to open
Got
this.
it.
There are scrape marks going into the access hole as well.
I need to investigate this.
Was something manhandled through here?
I'm Adrian says, but can you pet Shinji? He's on furry, so I don't care. I don't think you can, because we haven't had the thing come up to be like, interrogate, talk to, or leave. So I don't think he's one of those characters, unfortunately.
I mean, he might be at some point. He just might
I was gonna
spontaneously
say, yeah.
transform into...
Just like Square says on Simkovitz, it's everyone but Shinji. Yeah, there's...
I'm sure everybody has some issue going on, even if it doesn't directly relate to the murder. This is where Shinji said he found the space helmet. Pink
The
petals.
investigator is here.
There aren't any flowers here, so where did they come from? Yuri wears a hat with pink flowers.
Yeah, Yuri most of all. For me right now, Yuri most of all, I think, is a slimy bastard. Something's up with him.
Hmm. So this is space, huh? Lovely looking esoteric plateau. What secrets does the second holy seal hold?
How many holy seals are there altogether again?
3. The first holy seal was just the 2 guards out front. The second holy seal is this, and I don't think we even know the nature of the third holy seal yet.
These look like the symbols I activated on the beach. If I remember correctly, the pattern was bull, bird, scholar, snake. Bull.
Acme and Echo K.
Bird. Scholar. Snake. That's
Snack.
it. It must have unlocked something. This was designed to safeguard against random attempts to crack the code. Was Shinji right? Did the demon possessing Henry feel its way through? I unlocked it. The third holy seal. It looks like a bloodlock. Starlight can take a look.
Analyzing.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
A bloodlock coded to council blood. To get through this, you need to have the blood of one of the council members in you. Or, presumably, a sample to trick the lock with. Whose blood logged in through here?
Analyzing.
All of the council, expected. This lock has hardly been used since the start of the island. There's only a few instances of logins over the centuries. Every time the lock has been open, it's been as a group, the entire council, no exceptions, except recently. There are two anomalies here.
That's weird.
There's an unknown blood sample that logged in last night after all of the council had entered meditation.
Analyzing.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Starlight doesn't recognize it. An unknown individual with council blood came through the lock last night while the council were meditating.
What the hell?
How do we have an unknown suspect with council blood? Who else entered the hallowed ground?
Analyzing.
Henry's blood was used on this lock last night. Does that put him at the scene?
What
Well,
the
it puts
hell?
I mean,
blood at
his
the
blood
scene.
has been everywhere, so...
Yeah.
How the hell did Henry's blood open the lock? He's a citizen, not a council
The
member.
investigator is here.
And one of the council logged in 2 days ago, stayed for a few minutes, and left. Kafka memory. What was he doing here without the rest of the council? The blood chiller Sam had in his hidden distillery had a blood sample bottle with the letter K on it. The bottle was scrubbed clean, but it could very well be Kafka memory's blood. If it was, that means Sam used it 2 days ago to open this blood lock. Was he setting up the crime? I need to check with Doom
Uh-oh.
Jazz. Maybe a sample is missing. Who opened the third seal? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. I guess this is the fourth holy seal.
Got it.
What's the deal? There's a data
What's the
port.
deal with the seal?
Starlight might find something. Yeah, okay. Dataport OS, Syndicate OS, Black Planet version.
Handshaking.
Interfacing, handshaking, authenticating. Welcome to Syndicate OS Black Planet. To deactivate Fourth Holy Seal barrier, please become godlike.
That's weird.
Barrier? The barrier is freaking
What the
out.
hell?
Become godlike. Please present godliness to bioscanner. Checking to see if someone is biologically godlike. Error, 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 error. Fourth Holy Seal is non-responsive. System has suffered critical failure. Please reboot system. Leader Montserrat authorization required.
That's weird.
Fourth Holy Seal is toast. Whatever happened last night did a number on it. Godlike. How did someone become godlike? There is a god in paradise I could ask.
Becoming godlike.
That's-
Selecting a
Yeah.
bagel.
Handshaking.
That's strange.
Oh, I just noticed it's also got a bunch of
That's
eyeballs on
weird.
it.
That's strange.
Yeah, well, you know. Can't make an
So the seal
omelet
itself
without...
is angelic.
So we
Yeah.
can
But
just
it's also
step right
got
through.
goat heads on it, so it's angelic and demonic.
This blood trail leads away from the council penthouse. Whose blood is it?
Analyzing.
No match to any council members that were here last night. There is a trace of Ai's Kiwami blood. He took his own life years ago, though.
Oh,
Doesn't match Henry's blood. He doesn't have a massive wound on him anyway. No matches. Someone else was here last night.
what the hell?
Why does this blood just end at the wall? The wall is normal, no signs of a secret entrance or anything. This just gets weirder.
Hmm.
Mmm.
I mean, no signs of it that you can see so far, but
Pink
you can't
petals,
see the backing wall.
just like the ones downstairs. Does this put Yuri at the scene? He wears a hat with pink petals. This won't hold up in trials without anything to back it up. Counselor Macon Origin. Cause of death is a slash across the throat. May the silent goat walk with you in all the cosmic heavens. Everyone has been sliced up with a blade. The lacerations are all clean.
Got it.
They were done with a sharp, perfect blade.
I have a bad feeling about this.
They don't have any skin cells under their fingers. They were killed before they knew what was happening.
Yeah, so they were all in here meditating, and then one by one, without a fight, they were
Counselor
cleanly
Leon
executed.
Disaster. Cause of death appears to be a blade taking off the front of his scalp, slicing through his brain. May the silent goat walk with you in all the cosmic heavens. Counselor Fine Stranger. Cause of death is nearly being decapitated by a laceration across his throat. May the silent goat walk with you in all the cosmic heavens. Leader Montserrat. Cause of death is a sliced windpipe and artery. There's a gun lying next to him. There's a strange pendant around his neck. May the silent goat walk with you in all the cosmic heavens. Counselor Pandora 2. Cause of death is a horizontal slash across the stomach, which emptied her of her organs. May the silent goat walk with you in all the cosmic heavens.
That's weird.
I didn't expect to find a dead killer demon inside the council's penthouse. It's been shot in the head. The bullet is stuck in the skull.
Sure.
It's a Fukada round, a high-powered bullet. There's a
We'll
gun lying.
Fukada around and find out. Sorry, go on.
There's a gun lying next to Leader Montserrat. There are hellish claws on its arms, like knives. They're perfect as well. The claws are covered in blood. Starlight can run the blood.
Analyzing.
The investigator is here.
Several council members. The council were all killed with a perfect blade. This thing's claws could have done it.
Nanny, the hell?
What the hell is this thing doing here? Does this have anything to do with Henry? He let the demons onto the island.
The investigator is here.
Shinji is on the island, so the marshals definitely didn't catch them all. If the marshals missed Shinji, did they miss this killer demon too? The demons came onto the island during Henry's possession. The marshals didn't catch them all. Somehow another demon managed to stay on the island. This crate is bizarre. It looks like it was hidden in his chest. Did someone bring it here and hide it as a trap? It looks like the containment crate burst open, smashing open the chest.
Got it.
If you could get a killer demon in here and find a way to release it at the right time, it would make a hands-free murder weapon. There are a number of restraints inside. The inside is covered with claw marks. The restraints have sacred wards on them. Those are used to subjugate demons. Is this where the killer demon came from? The claw marks match. If the killer demon came from this crate, it didn't kill the marshals downstairs. If the killer demon got here via this containment crate, it means it didn't go through the holy seals. Someone brought it through the seals and left it here. Someone planted a trap. When the council were vulnerable, someone released a psycho killer demon to attack them. Were they assuming no one would get into the crime scene afterwards, though? The crate leaves a trail of evidence.
Sure.
Did it matter, though? Is the presence of the killer demon enough to complete the plan? Or did they assume that the seals would never be opened again? They assumed I wouldn't be on the island investigating. Bad call. Starlight is detecting dead zone residue from the crate. This crate must have come from the demonology bunker in the dead zone. There were more in there.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
There's a lot on this crate, apparently. This crate has a remote receiver on the lock. Someone could have remotely activated it to open it. But who?
Damn.
Well, that's a whole lot of plot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So apparently, nobody broke in to kill the council. The trap was set in here the entire time, somehow. Inside this sarcophagus containing this crate that had the demon inside.
Well, fiddle-dee-diddle.
High Priestess and Counselor
Yeah.
Gabriella Devotion. The cause of death is a deep laceration through the abdomen. May the silent goat walk with you in all the cosmic heavens.
May the goat be with you.
Demon did at the end.
Counselor Lunatic Pope, missing several fingers, which suggests he tried to defend himself from attack with a blade. Cause of death is a deep horizontal cut through his head. May the silent goat walk with you in all the cosmic heavens. Counselor Kafka Memory. Cause of death is a vertical laceration from his groin to rib cage. Most of his organs have spilled out. May the silent goat walk with you in all the cosmic heavens. Counselor Pandora 2. Oh, he did that one.
I think you got all of them now.
Sure.
There's a strange blood spray here. It doesn't match any of the council members. The spray is from a bullet exiting the body.
I have a bad feeling about this.
The bullet is lodged in the wall. It's a Fukata round. There's a gun lying next to Leader Montserrat.
Sure.
It's been fired twice. It's an old weapon that uses Fukata rounds. The blood sample isn't in the database, but there's a hit on some of the DNA. What the hell?
Got it.
This blood has Carmelina's DNA. It's not her blood, but it could be her offspring. Does she have a child? If I go to her without any more evidence, I'll rattle her and get nothing out of her. She does have a secret child. They'll be somewhere on the island.
Wait, yeah, okay, so the gun was shot twice. One bullet is lodged in the demon's head that killed it. The other one is lodged in the wall. How
Yeah, well,
did
Montserrat-
they shoot the demon if they all died? There was someone else
if
here that
If
left.
Montserrat was the one with the gun, you'd have to have killed the demon and also turned and shot this wall and then been killed.
Yeah. No, there was someone else here who picked up Montserrat's gun and
It's-
killed the demon once it
so-
had done its
yeah.
job.
Yeah, someone did come in, but it was definitely after most of the council was already dead. And
Is it-
they came in to finish it off. And also to blame Henry for it. So they probably set up earlier. So there is a very, very weird chain of events happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Those cameras had a thing on them.
The helmets the
Space
council
helmets?
used to traverse the second seal.
Huh.
Anything else in here?
So it's saying that it had the thing on the wall had traces of Carmelina's blood, but it wasn't her blood.
Yeah. Possibly not her blood. I think she
Oh,
may have an
hello.
offspring.
Hello, Lizard Beth Art.
Oh, hello.
Lizard Raid.
Hey there.
We are solving a murder.
Oh, hey! I haven't, Lizard Beth, I haven't seen you in,
A lizard's age.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what year is this? I don't know. A while. It's been a while since I've seen you.
What did I see? Let's see. I think
Anything
it was
here?
for the
I don't know,
confusion.
Anthrocon 2000
Yeah, it's been-
something or other.
Been a while. How's it going? Welcome to our little stream.
Yes, welcome to our nightmare. Yeah, what is time? Time is a it's a scam by Big Clock to sell us more watches.
Big Clock is this guy in a three-piece suit with like a clock mustache. You know, the hands are. Anyway,
No, his entire mustache is just one clock face.
No. His mustache has two parts to it, and one of them looks like an hour hand, and one of them looks like a minute hand.
yeah.
And when they meet, it's a happy land. Powerful man. What were we talking about?
We're nerds.
The fact that you guys are really old furries or something.
Watch it, Miller. I'll whack you with my cane. And you saw how heavy that sucker was.
That's true.
For those who don't know, Miller's like in his 20s, so he's a baby.
Yeah, he's a baby bird.
He's a baby.
And Stoker actually does have a cane. He doesn't need it for physical disability reasons. He's
I need
like
it for
that.
style.
Yeah,
Listen,
he wears
when
a
I
black
wear a
trench
top
coat and a top hat and a cane. Like if you think of what a Victorian era goth person would have worn, like that is just who Stoker is every day.
The best compliment I got at TFF at the Haven Celestia room party. I do not remember who it was that said it, All I remember is when I walked in the door, they looked at me and said, "Stoker, I mean this as a compliment. You look exactly like I expected you to." Wear a top hat and cane and nothing else. I mean, listen. Con security gets a little snippy about that.
Island sequence 03, memento obtained. Third island sequence, a time for sorrow. Ezekiel devolves into mad paranoia, fearing for our future and the demons. He murders so many of us. The noble Montserrat steps forward to end his madness and lead us to light.
I love that I can hear the squeak through your mic, Rick.
Yeah, me too. Yeet the Rick.
Nauseating offering gems obtained. Gems that are offered to the gods via ingestion. Ah, look, it's raining.
Oh yeah, it's raining Cheerios.
Hallelujah. Doodles the Great says he is the Methuselah in this room. I do not know how old you are, Doodles, but I will take your word for it. Meanwhile, I am ageless and eternal because I feast upon the blood of the living.
Yeah. Also, everybody, go follow Lizard Bath.
Yeah, go follow Lizard Beth. She's cool.
Yes.
She draws
it's
lizards
Shinjigen.
and doesn't afraid of anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, think about how messed up it is that there was 2 guys on the moon.
Yes, thank you.
All the time.
You don't even know what I'm talking about. I haven't even presented the theme of the conversation.
Sorry.
Sorry, I thought it was a general existential question.
Excel really did a number on you, huh? You guys are the bad
Got it.
guys.
What do you mean?
The Syndicate worship dying gods that want to rule the world and drown it in a sea of war and blood.
Sorry.
I don't see how that makes us the bad guys.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't. Real heroes in our own minds, right? Catch you later.
Rewarded you with chickens. We got chickens?
Chickens.
Chicken!
Chicken.
Symbols of an architect's starlight skin. What does perfection look like? Will we ever know? Can we even comprehend it?
I don't know, man. I didn't do it.
Yeah, you did.
We seem
Okay,
pretty
fine, I
adamant
did
that
it.
we will have perfection on the next island, so...
Yeah, right?
Philosophically, it's a solved problem.
It's like, okay, we failed 24 times in a row, but the next time, I got a good feeling about this one.
25th time's a charm, man.
The defeat of Lost Pain. This was before I managed to flee to the dark side of the moon. A popular song on the island is Railgun Love. The lyrics are about using a railgun to destroy the moon and kill Lost Pain before he kills us. The bass in it is really good. Painted by Lady
romantic.
Daybreak.
Absolutely sounds like a song I would love to listen to.
Yeah, well, you know what? Almost all of these sound like songs I would listen to.
Did I link y'all the Psycho Stick song we ran to CD space?
No, and now you never will.
Exclusive Silent Goat carving obtained. Silent Goat, the first to speak to us, the Holy Catalyst.
Okay, if this god is the one that first spoke to them, why do they call it Silent Goat?
I don't know.
Because, like, if you're speaking, that doesn't seem like you're very silent, you know
You
what I
can
mean?
see the pyramid from up here. Need to get there sometime, but there's still so much to do.
Man, can I get one of these, like, these four-legged skull things for my living room?
The walking braziers.
Yeah, oh man. Can you imagine how much fun a walking brazier would be, like, if it actually walked?
Stoker, I
That-
can't
That's
imagine.
called Spot. You can buy them.
No.
That's weird.
Tire
It
marks.
doesn't count unless it has a skull on it.
We just found some
You can
tire
say-
marks on the roof.
It happens.
Well, I think the idea is that her car doesn't really drive around; it just sort of teleports places.
Yes, well.
These must be from Lydia. She's the only one on the island with a car.
I need to investigate
Oh, what's she
this.
doing on the roof of the penthouse?
Yeah, she always struck me as more of a playboy type.
Wave Blood Bar, 25th Island sequence. Looking into the future.
Again.
I like the crows.
Me too. They're comforting.
I heard once that in the real world, someone made a video game where when you shoot a crow, they sometimes give you a grenade.
Why were you talking to a citizen?
I'm in charge of the abductions.
But you shouldn't be talking to them. It messes with the integration.
Don't patronize me. I'll run the abductions. You think I don't know that? You've no respect for me. You need to think about how you speak to people.
Okay.
Grinning helper whiskey. A light-colored whiskey often served with ice and bar snacks. A good drink to relax with on a summer's evening. The dusk of a summer's evening is the most wonderful thing in the world.
Have you guys considered calling in Columbo? No, because then this would be too short.
Okay.
This is it! The council building! Where the bad shit went down! Can you feel the love dyes? The afterglow of murder? Of mass murder? Man, I'm getting hard.
Crime is repulsive.
It stinks of crime. It's repulsive.
What went on in there? Who did what to who? Man, I want to see it. Man, I want to see it so bad. How did the killer get in? There isn't an entrance on this roof. Some big investigating to do, huh? Enjoy.
Alright. Everyone, we need to bop Shinji. If y'all are gonna bop me for these kinds of things, we gotta bop Shinji too.
Oh, what did Miller just say? We all deserve bops.
I didn't say anything. It was Shinji who said, "Man, I'm getting a murder boner."
Strange.
Did he actually say that? Oh, okay.
Oh, this is
You didn't
repelling.
hear that?
The line was, I am getting hard after talking about murder.
Oh, I thought you were just adding flavor.
No,
All
no,
right.
no, that was really in the game. That wasn't an improv moment.
This is
they're
repelling
bopping
here.
Shinji,
Got it.
and someone bopped me, and someone bopped me and Shinji.
Was someone trying to breach the building
I
from up
need
here?
to
Maybe it could get
investigate
you
this.
behind the guards.
Blood crystal obtained.
Oh god, Miller. Can you imagine if there were like... If the bop command were linked with like a little animated version of us where it just hits you with a little hammer and makes the squeaky noise. Either that or the bonk noise. Can you imagine?
I could see something like that.
It would be
Do
really
like a
amusing,
little...
right?
If somebody does a bop and then we have like a small list of people that it would work with, it just like has an avatar kind of slide over and then a little
Yeah.
hammer strikes them and squeaks and goes away.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm picturing. Could be one for you, one for Jonas, one for me. That'd probably be the one that gets used the most often. And of course, one for Rick himself and any of his guises.
Nice.
So you can pet.
Well, no. We don't need a bop for Rick. That's what chat has the spray for.
Oh, that's true. That's true. The spray and the yeet, honestly. The yeet also works for that.
So happy about the yeet. Well done.
Yeah, you that's on you, Jonas. You inspired that one. Oh look, it's a thing.
Yes, I want it. Give me thing.
The investigator is here.
The knife is inscribed with "Always yours, Sammy baby." It must belong to Lydia. There's no blood on it. Probably washed away in the last high
I
tide.
need to investigate this.
The blade is damaged though. Has nicks along it. Shame. This is a nice knife once. That damaged grate is on the balcony right above here. Was a knife used to open it?
I don't know, was it? Deeper and deeper, and deeper and deeper and deeper, and deeper and deeper.
Marcus Phillips says people just leave evidence all over the damn place.
I mean, yeah, honestly, that often kind of happens in real murders.
Yep.
Someone's been littering. Or maybe not. This bottle has blood in it.
That's strange.
There are traces of blood of every member of the council in
The
here.
investigator is here.
No fingerprints. A weird and suspicious thing to find.
The investigator is
Up
here.
above is the entrance to the council building where Kiko allegedly found Henry after the murder. Judge said Henry was found with the blood of the victims in his stomach. If he is being framed, there's a good way of getting it into him. Did someone do the murder, then take the blood from each victim, bottle it, and force Henry to imbibe it?
Nani, the fuck? This is weird.
Oh, right. I was gonna look at the thing, and then I forgot.
What do I always say, Stoker? Gamers never look up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why they never win.
Nobody ever wins at video games.
It's true.
Nobody
We
except the
all
video game
lose.
boy. He wins every video game and nobody else does.
Oh, that's too deep.
Respawning.
Did, I just realized, did you get a double jump at some point that
Yeah.
Yeah, he did get a double jump.
Oh, okay.
I know there was another footbath somewhere. I didn't think that they'd do extra stuff for me.
They might not. The first one just gave you the meditate ability.
Yeah, and the second one is what gave me the double jump.
Oh. Soy comprende.
I comprehend.
I am understand.
Nice. I wonder how Maxie's doing.
Yeah.
He's in Japan right now, isn't he?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Close, Simon. Not quite the mark. There you go. There's the meditation, and then there's also the, what was it, the AR view that allows you to see where people are.
Yes. Haven't really used either of them because just like wandering around and running into stuff.
Yeah.
That's my gameplay style.
Nice.
That's why
I know
that's why I got so
the
addicted
AR
to Breath of the Wild for a while.
There. I know in the AR view, if you see people's pictures, they'll have little exclamation marks next to their head if they have something you can talk to them about.
I can talk to a bunch of people about stuff. There's also more stuff to investigate.
Yeah. It
Oh,
just
hey,
means
Rick.
you don't have to keep the whole thread in your head about, okay, who's the next lead I have to follow?
Mm-hmm.
What, Jonas?
Tinkering.
I was going to say, Tears of the Kingdom, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You pumped?
Well, we'll see
you
if I get
pumped?
to be pumped.
Fair enough.
Pump up the jam.
I'm actually hyped about it. I'm just tired.
Yeah, well, you know what? Something in your face, Joe.
Incoherent abandoned diary. Fleeting fragments of a citizen's memories of their previous life. Must be hard adjusting to the island.
I'm still crossing my fingers so damn hard that rehydrated Ganon is going to be on the good guy's side.
I mean, it would be interesting. I wouldn't hold my breath for it, but it would be interesting.
It's Nintendo. If
You
they're...
wouldn't hold your breath of the wild. You wouldn't shed a tear of the kingdom.
Alright.
Yeah, I wouldn't link to my past.
But, no, but...
I wouldn't ocarina my time.
Recondite ornate book obtained. An ornate collection of tales of the silent goat. Given as a coming-of-age present.
Can I do the thing?
Did you what now?
Thought I had a command for commands.
A command for commands? A command?
I think I suggested it.
Knowledgeable listening device. Used to intercept communications between citizens. So much inanity. Some horniness. Thousands of secrets.
Some horniness.
Only some,
Command is not
apparently.
Ghost crystal obtained.
Hi, Shinji.
Hold on. I'm looking away. The rain here is a blessing, Love Dies. This island is too hot. Heat makes people crazy. Why can't you fix that? The Syndicate runs this island. It's a miracle there isn't a slaughter here every day.
It's the reality folding drive. It kicks out a nuke's worth of power every second.
Fix it!
Take it up with Masahiro Heavy Industries.
I don't deal with customer services. Just make it happen. I'll catch you later.
Demanding
Every
little
CEO
bitch.
ever. I don't care about thing. Just make it happen.
So wait, is Shinji our CEO now? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Key item obtained.
Another green crest.
Oh, nope. I don't have a command for commands.
Well, no.
Crystal obtained.
Should
But
fix
without the
that.
command, how are you going to command the commands?
Relic obtained.
Padre poster obtained. The hero of the 19th corruption, Crimson Acid. She slit the throat of a demonic general.
Ghost crystal obtained.
Right. Yeah.
Jonas, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we might be silly.
I think we're just sort of insane at this point.
Yeah, that's also a
I
possibility.
think the
Strong possibility, in fact.
some of the bolts have shaken loose.
I think some of the boltsman brains have shaken loose.
Ghost crystal obtained.
I really want to make a horror movie about Boltzmann brains, but I don't know, like, I don't know how to represent such an abstract concept adequately.
Inaccurate alarm clock.
With rubber and a string.
Time is meaningless on the islands, but citizens cling to these old signifiers from their old lives for comfort.
I mean, do you remember the rock scene from Everything Everywhere All at Once? I feel like that's a pretty good idea of Boltzmann brains.
That's true.
So, one thing I'm a little bit fuzzy on when it comes to the lore of this game, why do they need to have citizens? Why do they need to abduct people from the outside world to populate this island?
Well,
And why do they need to sacrifice them?
I'm not sure why the sacrifice, but the citizens obviously do all the hard work.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's true. Gotta have an exploited working class.
Let's see if I can get up there.
Cause evil,
There
Stoker.
we go.
Yeah, fair. You got me.
How many dead bodies have you seen?
Don't test me.
Enough to last a lifetime.
That must be a lot, since you're immortal.
Sure.
A lot has happened on these islands.
Really wicked shit, I bet. Would love to have seen it.
She's like, whatever, just don't talk about your boner again. He's like, I make no promises! Excuse me.
I don't decide when my boner comes into the conversation. It decides for itself.
Nice.
God, that is a Stoker line if ever there was one.
It's not so much a boss-employee relationship here. It's more cooperative. Gotchas.
Oh boy. Fashionable Dead Nebula phone charm obtained. Mascot character for Dead Nebula. Kids love him.
Dead.
That was way in.
That kids love him line makes me think of the Spaceballs flamethrower bit.
Blood crystal obtained.
God, I haven't thought about that movie in a while.
Kids love it.
Spaceballs the cereal, Spaceballs the video game, Spaceballs the lunchbox.
Blood crystal obtained.
Merchandising.
Merchandise.
If you want to live, stay back.
No.
There it is. Got this tiny little coffee tickle in my throat.
It's COVID. Oh my god, Stoker's COVID.
Miller, I will bite you. I will bite off your everything.
Oh god, no, I need my everything.
Yeah, well, Better watch your step, man.
And meditate. Mysteries
Oh, yes,
are
let's.
revealed.
There's one just ahead of you. Oh, there's two in that house.
Stoker out here about to vor people. Yes, that's right. Get in my belly. That's a timely reference, right?
Relic obtained.
Sanity. A delicious green tea that is known to help you remain calm and collected in the face of cosmic insanity. Other flavors were introduced, but all failed.
Sanity. Ugh, never touch the stuff.
Lovecraftians hate it.
Lovecraftian.
There's that dog again.
God damn it, Arcus Fellows and Adrian. Stoker's come down with an incurable case of Ligma, and then the response is, who's Steve's Jobs?
It's one of my favorite comic edits ever made.
Shinji.
Hey, Love Dies. Come closer. Come a little closer. Can I ask you a personal question?
I hate demons.
It's been a while since I've felt this particular kind of stomach-churning dread.
Where did you take a dump in the Idlelands? I didn't see a toilet up there.
Don't test me.
You don't need to. It's a special, wonderful kind of punishment.
Sure.
You could put a kind of suspended animation where certain bodily functions aren't needed, but you're still fully conscious. So you're forced to have eternal solitude without even having the luxury of a good bathroom break.
Man, I hate the Syndicate.
Well, that answers
That's,
that.
That does answer that. And the answer is more fucked up than I was anticipating.
Lydia.
It's a shame we don't get to pet the Shiji. Maybe not in game, but that is what the power of commissioning an artist can do for you. You can pet his big square head.
Shinji explodes with glee.
And just, you know, in general.
Still haven't been to KHX's house. I don't know where it is or how to get there.
Well, that's probably why you haven't been there yet.
They said it's on top of the mountain, but...
I assumed it would have been above where his body was, but...
Why is there nothing of Shinji here?
I'm still looking for...
Are you looking on
there's another whiskey
E621,
up there.
Jonas?
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, there's one pick. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Is it,
Surprisingly, no.
Oh.
Hold on, let me just 1 second. Let me. Wow, there's really no spot of Shinji anywhere.
What about, frickin', Crimson Acid Goat?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah?
The Way of Blood Bar, 25th Island sequence.
There's Stoker, I'm sending you something.
Oh,
I'll answer
boy.
both your questions. Why do you think there's so many mysteries?
Oh.
Everything creates a mystery. Human, animal, plant, mineral. Everything creates a mystery. It's a byproduct of existing. Not even living, just existing. Everything produces a mystery that we want to solve.
Why do we want to solve them?
Human nature. Most things are ambivalent about mysteries. Rocks create mysteries, but a rock doesn't care about mysteries.
Are you certain of that?
Humans are unique. We need mysteries to live. Without mysteries, we'd go insane.
But a mystery can make you go insane.
That's the knife edge we all walk. An answer lost whiskey. Aged for 2 years and has a nutty flavor. Often served to celebrate accomplishments, however fleeting they may be.
Blood crystal obtained.
I'm pretty sure the foot bath was somewhere around here or like a block away from here. Hello.
It's there or somewhere else.
Blood crystal obtained.
You know, when I was worried at the beginning of the game that fast traveling was costing you a blood crystal, and I'd be like, it's gonna be so limited, it's gonna be terrible. Yeah, it doesn't seem so much of an issue now.
Yeah. We've been around everywhere. Keep picking up more blood crystals. Less stuff to spend them on. Unless I go over to,
God, I can imagine,
Crimson.
like being economical with your blood crystals is a big piece of speedrunning this game.
Oh, probably.
It's like you have to get exactly this many and spend exactly this many.
Probably.
Proverbially.
Oh, problemo.
Probably.
No probalo. Okay, take... this is the bar.
It costs 99 blood crystals to remove Shinji's censor emoji.
There's just another one underneath.
tracks. The opulent ziggurat.
Plus crystal obtained.
Ha. Uh. Huh. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Okay.
Time travel unlocked. Starlight skin obtained.
Symbols of medication starlight skin. It must be nice being an incessant yacht owner.
Incessant yacht owner. That should also be the name of a character in this game.
Incessant yacht. But it's spelled Y-O-T.
Oh god, yeah!
Hey.
I can see it.
There's a broken necklace with an order form. It's for Akiko. She asked KHX to fix her necklace.
Got it.
Maybe this puts her at the scene of a crime. This is exciting.
Don't test me.
There's an unsent letter to Crimson.
Sure.
KHX is accusing her of using him to get the secret of the Second Holy
What the
Seal.
hell?
Was Crimson in a relationship with KHX? He says the key is missing, and he's going to tell Montserrat that Crimson took it. Why does Crimson want the key to the Second Holy Seal? KHX's diary. There's a lot of notes here. A lot of scrawl and technical drawings. They're interspersed with ramblings about ascending to heaven. He seemed to think he was chosen by the gods. He talks about Crimson being his queen in the astral heaven. What was going on between them?
Oh, you know, sexy stuff.
KHX certainly seemed to have an obsession with Crimson. There's posters everywhere.
I mean, listen. 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 Listen.
I'm listening.
Are you listening? Okay. Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh.
This tuft of hair is coarse like an animal's. Hang on, is this goat hair? It's the same color as Crimson's head. There's no sign of a struggle or fighting. There's no blood. Something happened to KHX here. Was it cleaned up?
Who said it had to have come from an unwanted struggle?
Oh, one of those kinds of struggles, huh? Eyebrow waggle, eyebrow waggle, eyebrow waggle. And furthermore, eyebrow waggle.
You keep waggling that, one day it's gonna fall off.
You know what? I've been told that about things before, and it hasn't happened yet.
I don't like this.
Drag marks leading off the edge of
The
the cliff.
investigator is here.
They lead away from KHX's workshop.
I don't like this.
Suspicious.
Well, let me guess. If you look down, you're gonna see that same gully. Yep.
That looks like the gully.
Oh golly, it's the gully.
Very polygonal cliff.
Ha. Huh.
does this teach you, chat? Never simp.
Never simp.
I think it just means like you're like a big fan of something, right?
Well, okay, it's a little
to-
bit more than that.
Yeah, to like an obsessive degree that you'll like do anything for them.
Right.
Yeah, and it's specifically like it's usually in the context of like a person of your preferred sex and or gender that you really, really, really want.
Yeah, it's when you have like someone who's a streamer or some other kind of influencer, and it becomes a diluted parasocial relationship where where the simp usually thinks, if I got one chance to actually talk to them, they'd love me. They just know it, and we'd be together forever, and it'd be great, and our life would be wonderful together. And it's like, you know, that kind of obsession.
Right.
Figure says ladies will always betray you, so being gay is the way. But what if you are a lady?
Game saved.
Oh, are we at that time already?
Yep.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
midnight.
How about that?
Well, I'll be. Well, y'all, this is yet another example of this game.
Of all the streams, this was the most.
Yeah, we're definitely getting to sort of the big crux of these mysteries, and I don't know if anyone's gonna come away with this with clean hands.
Well,
Everybody's
it's-
guilty of something.
Yeah, it's interesting. I know one or two tiny little things about the way this game works towards the end. I'm just gonna be interested to see how this plays out.
Well, I'm sure. I think we can be sure of one thing, Stoker. When the game ends, it'll be over.
Or will it?
Or will it?
Or will
I don't
it?
know.
Or will it?
Find out next time, or perhaps not.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye bye.